You might have noticed something interesting about Japan. People there tend to stay slim without constantly dieting, without obsessing over calories, and without spending hours in the gym. In fact, only around 3% of Japanese people even have gym memberships, yet their obesity rate is one of the lowest in the world. For most of us, staying slim feels like an uphill battle. We try different diets, cut carbs, track everything we eat, and still end up back where we started. It feels frustrating, and sometimes it even feels like the body is fighting against you. But when you look at Japan, you realize something different is happening. Their lifestyle quietly supports their health without making it feel like a chore. So today, let's walk through 9 everyday habits that shape the Japanese approach to eating and health. Habits that are simple, natural, and surprisingly effective. And the best part is, you don't have to move to Japan or join a gym to benefit from them. Habit 1. Growing up with real food. In Japan, healthy eating starts early. School lunches aren't made by fast food companies. They're prepared fresh every day by nutritionists and kitchen staff, and children eat meals that include rice, vegetables, fish, soups, and fermented foods. There's no vending machine soda or chocolate milk. Kids simply grow up with these flavors becoming normal to them. This matters because taste is learned. What we crave is based on what we've been repeatedly exposed to. And even as adults, we can slowly retrain our taste buds by replacing one processed item each week with something fresh and simple. Over time, that shift becomes natural. Habit 2. Convenience doesn't mean junk. Japan has convenience stores everywhere, yeah, but their idea of convenience is completely different from what we usually see. Instead of greasy fast food, you'll find things like rice balls, miso soup, tofu dishes, seaweed salads, grilled chicken, and fresh noodles. It's still fast and affordable, but it's not heavily processed. And because healthier options are the ones that are easiest to reach for, people end up eating better without thinking too much about it. It's a good reminder that you don't always need more willpower. Sometimes you just need better options around you. Habit 3. Eat until you're satisfied, not stuffed. Japanese culture has a simple idea known as hara hachibu, which means eating until you're about 80% full. It's not about restricting or forcing yourself to eat less. It's more about stopping at a point where you feel satisfied instead of stuffed. Meals are usually served in smaller dishes with several different items: rice, soup, vegetables, and protein, which helps you feel like you've eaten a full meal without overeating. There are no giant drinks or unlimited refills. This approach makes portion control feel effortless, not forced. Habit 4. Less sugar without cutting it. Completely. Japan does enjoy sweets, but they're usually smaller and less sugary than what many other countries consider normal. Desserts are often tiny but carefully made, focusing more on flavor than volume. Drinks also come in smaller servings, right? So a regular soda is much smaller than the typical large portion elsewhere. Because sugar intake is naturally lower, people don't develop strong sugar cravings. And the science supports this. When you reduce added sugar for a while, your taste adjusts, and regular foods start tasting sweeter on their own. Even something simple like swapping one sugary drink a day for unsweetened tea can make a big difference over time. Habit 5. Having a steady meal routine. Most Japanese families eat 3 solid meals a day around consistent times. Breakfast is usually earlier, lunch happens on schedule, and dinner isn't too late. This predictable routine helps regulate hunger hormones and reduces impulsive snacking. When your body knows when to expect food, it doesn't trigger heavy cravings in between meals. And if your own eating schedule is chaotic, simply choosing consistent meal times can make eating feel calmer and more controlled. Habit 6. Movement built into daily life. A big difference in Japan is that people move naturally throughout the day. They walk to the station, take public transportation, climb stairs, and run errands on foot. Children often walk or bike to school. Even older adults stay active without feeling like they're exercising. This kind of movement burns a surprising number of calories over time, and it supports overall health without needing a formal workout routine. You don't need gym equipment to move more. You just need small, consistent habits like walking more or choosing stairs when you can. Habit 7. Eating slowly and mindfully. Japanese meals are often designed to slow people down. Using chopsticks naturally encourages smaller bites. Soup is served warm, which naturally slows the pace of eating. And since there are usually multiple small dishes, people take their time trying each one. When you eat slowly, you give your brain enough time to recognize fullness, which typically takes about 20 minutes. This habit helps prevent overeating without needing strict rules. Even if you don't use chopsticks, simply pausing between bites can help create the same effect. Habit 8. No multitasking during meals. In Japan, eating is usually its own activity. People don't often eat while driving, working, or scrolling through their phones. Meals are treated as small moments of pause throughout the day. This makes a big difference. When you're focused on your food, you naturally eat less and enjoy it more. Mindless eating, which happens when we're distracted, is one of the biggest reasons people overeat without realizing it. Habit 9. Viewing food with respect instead of stress. Finally, there's a cultural mindset around food in Japan that emphasizes balance and appreciation instead of guilt or stress. Meals aren't rewards, punishments, or cheat days. They're simply part of daily life. This healthier relationship with food reduces emotional eating and makes it easier to maintain a balanced diet long term. When food isn't an enemy or a coping mechanism, it becomes easier to listen to your body and eat in a way that feels good. Here's what I want you to take away. None of these habits are extreme. They don't require perfect discipline or hours at the gym. They're simple changes built into daily routines. And that's why they work so well. Staying slim in Japan isn't about dieting, it's about living in a way that quietly supports your health without forcing it. You can try any of these habits starting today. Even one small shift can make a noticeable difference over time. So which habit are you curious to try first? Share in the comments. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I post simple, science-backed ways that make life a little easier.